Welcome! It is I, Margaret. How's that for a new intro? And what have I been up to? And it's not been Pokemon Go, but close. I made some Pokeball hats. I noticed Zoe, while we were traveling this past weekend, I was watching videos in the car, and Zoe had done a Pokeball, an actual ball, which would be fun. But I had already done these 4 Pokemon hats, Pokeball hats, excuse me. And there are patterns for these things all over the internet. Most of them were all double crochet. One of them was even charging for it, like $3.99. Don't do that. There are plenty of free ones everywhere. And as a matter of fact, I wrote down what I did for you and stuck it on the blog where I keep, you know, I only keep that blog for when I need written information and stuff like that. So anyhow, if you like a half double crochet type hat, then you'll like this pattern because that's what it is. The whole thing is half double crochet. And I give you some sizing tips on there as well. Where's the first? This is the first one I did. And Thomas looked at it and he said, needs more white. So I increased it by a row. So, well actually I decreased the red and increased the white. So anyhow, you can adjust yours the way you like it. So there you go. Link will be in the description box if you're interested in that pattern. And if not, if you prefer a double crochet hat, just search Pokeball hat and poof, all these different patterns will pop up and you can choose one of those. Now, a while ago, I bought some of this Lion Brand homespun. This was like years ago, and I found that I did not like working with it. It has this zigzaggy stuff. It feels really good. Apparently it's popular because they continue to sell it. This I bought as a hot buy for $2.99. It's the only skein that I have left, and I was looking at my stash the other day and I thought, you know, I need to work on this. I need to use this stuff up. And I made this Crochet Basic Hat. Now, it comes out looking like a rug, which actually is a very interesting look, to tell you the truth. It's thick, it feels great. I had to use a larger hook. Let's check this out here. It's a bulky yarn, and I did use the K hook, which is what it recommends right there. So it still comes out kind of tight. If you wanted it loose, you'd have to go up even larger. But it really is kind of pretty if you look at it. I love the way the color change flows, which is very nice. And it worked out pretty nicely. Now, I had trouble using this yarn at one time, even crocheting with it. And I did a loom knit project with it, and it worked great. Does not work on the Addi, and I've never needle knit with it. Sorry, Erin, I know you hate that term, but I had to clarify. So, yeah, I mean, it turns out to be a really practical hat, and I like it. I showed you the bees at the azaleas at my old house, but boy, we got some serious bee activity around here. See if I can find a bee. Now, you'll remember a while back I was talking about how I was thinking ahead because the fall to New Year's is such a crazy time in my life. And so I wanted to share this with you just to see if you would be interested in doing this along with me. But let me paint the picture for you first. You know how you have decorating and gift shopping and party planning, and you may even work outside the house, and you have your charity work and donations and volunteering and social obligations, and then budgets on top of all of that, and then you have life. Life has to happen through all these things. Well, I always think that I'm going to start early, and while that's really good in theory, it doesn't work unless you have a plan laid out so that you can cover all your bases. Well, I had a plan once and I was very successful. It was a smooth, wonderful fall through New Year's. It was great. And I kind of followed that plan roughly for several years. But then as my life changed, you know, you add people and places change and your responsibilities change, and what I should have done is gone back to that original plan that I found and followed it again to revamp my life, but I didn't do that. And so not keeping things on track ended up putting me in the situation where it was a crazy, hectic holiday season, the kind that most of us or many of us can relate to. But now is a perfect time for me to start that plan over again. And if you think you could benefit from something like that, then listen up. It's called the Holiday Grand Plan. Now, this is a plan that was designed by Addi Machine. And it's a person that I knew from way back when the internet was connected by phone through the buzzes and beeps and whooshes, and you didn't just get on the internet and with your browser and see pretty pictures. It didn't work like that. What you had to do is go through an online service, and early on, one of the ones was called Prodigy. Now, we had Prodigy, and I was a member of an online group through that service called the Get O Life, which meant O for organization, so Get Organized Life. And Katie shared her plan on that group. It was to get your house clean and organized and decorated for every holiday at the appropriate time, and Halloween costumes and what else? Donations remembered, because you know you have to give those out, and budgets, and well, just everything. And there on that site, it was tried and tested and tweaked by this group of people. And we stayed together for years through different online services as it went. It was a really good group. And we all enjoyed the holiday. We're resting by Christmas week with nary a care in the world. It was wonderful. Now today you can find that plan, that exact plan, on a site called organizedhome.com, and it's run by Cynthia Ewer, who was a member of that early group. We called her CEO because she was Cynthia Ewer Organized, and she fully admits that she wasn't always that way. But anyhow, Cynthia has this Organized Home site, and she's written several organizational books since then, and it's been really good. It's a great site, very popular. Now she has that exact plan used with permission by Addi Machine, but she also has her own plan that she's sort of customized, changed. It's a little bit more, some more detail, whatever, but it's called the House and Holidays Plan, and it's on that Organized Home site too. I'll provide links down in the description box for all of this stuff. Now, I'm familiar with the original, so I'm going to stick with that one. Although I would encourage you to check and see which one would work best for you, because they're basically the same thing, just different ways to get to the end goal. Now, because I have this wonderful image of myself being completely organized through the holidays, I think I'm going to sheepishly share a new series with you. And because I can't think of any more creative name, I'm calling it Margaret Makes. And what I'm going to share is some easy DIY type stuff for families. And it might be things that I used to do a long time ago that I just love doing with my family, or some new things on Pinterest that I just want to try my hand at. And I thought it would be fun and maybe kind of interesting if I fail. But so, you know, just doing different things like that. And also some recipes, because the Holiday Grand Plan encourages you to do some cooking ahead. Make ahead meals that you can put for those nights where you have school or church productions. You're not going to be at home, and or you know, you still probably have football practices and all that stuff going on. So rather than have your family stuffing some fast food down on the go, you can actually have a good healthy meal and also save some money to put in your pockets, because money is always welcome to be saved at a time like this, right? And then lastly, I was thinking about sharing some gift ideas. Now these might be some DIY type crafting gift ideas, or just things that are super ideas that you can purchase somewhere. And yet the best part, and the reason that I really want to do this, is because a collective mind, that would be all of us, can also share each other's ideas, and we could have this whole resource of information. So like if you did I just say that? If you comment down below in the YouTube video and share your ideas and things like that, or on Facebook group, or on our Ravelry group, or wherever, then we could have plenty of things to pull from. Now, my family celebrates Christmas, but don't hesitate to share things from other religions or other faiths that are important to you, because I can't help in that respect, but you can. And remember that loving families come in every shape, size, color, faith, whatever. So I need to resurrect my little graphic that I used to put at the end of my videos all the time that said, be kind to one another, even if you don't agree on stuff. I've had a few on the verge of rude comments pop up here and there recently, and can't have that, won't tolerate it on this site. So kindness is key. People hurt each other's feelings accidentally all the time. You stick your foot in your mouth, whatever. Certainly don't want to be doing it on purpose, and you're not going to be doing it here. So what do you think? Are you in? We could start this whole thing off with these Pokemon hats. With the app, the Pokemon Go game, it has really resurged the popularity of Pokemon. Not that it ever really went away, to tell you the truth, but these are for charity. But do you have a little person in your life that would absolutely go crazy over this, or maybe even a big person, because big people are playing this game too and think it would be fun. But I don't know, just, I'm thinking now, I'm starting now. And those grand plans are actually beginning this week. And it's pretty much a good thinking week where you're laying out your budget, you're laying out some of the ideas and things that you need to be doing. And it's just a good planning week. So take a look at those. I think you might enjoy those. Now, I don't know if you can see what's going on back here, but that's a giant calendar template, actually. I'm in the process of designing myself 2 big, giant whiteboard type calendars. And I'll share with you, if those turn out to be a success, I'll share with you how I did it. Or maybe I'll share them with you even if they're bombs. But I need something really large. That's my plan. So that's one of the things that I've been in the process of doing right now. We've been out of town a lot because of weddings. We're now at the age where our kids are all getting married and stuff, so we had to go back to Mississippi twice in a row for weddings. Both were beautiful. Should have taken pictures. You probably would have liked some of the pretty things. Oh, this cake from last week was so beautiful. But anyway, I didn't take any pictures of that. I was too busy visiting with so many people, and it was wonderful. We had to take 2 cars last weekend, so I didn't get any chance to do any yarn work at all since I was driving. But anyhow, okay, I think I've allowed just about enough time for those giveaways. If you haven't checked out all the 3 giveaways that's going on right now, do so. The videos are the last 3 ones that I've put up. Be sure to check out that Munch Pack video. That is a terrific gift if you haven't seen that one already. We didn't have as many people enter that one. It's only about 200, and we need to up that. I've also been glancing through, and I see a lot of people were taking advantage and entering more than one time. So the way I do my giveaways is I dump them into a spreadsheet. So that's really easy to get rid of those people who did multiple entries and stuff like that. So I'll probably, let's see, today is Monday. I think I will announce those winners on Wednesday. So this is your reminder to enter if you haven't already. And Wednesday I will do that drawing and get that video up. So we'll see who won those giveaways. Also sitting behind me that you may or may not have seen is my holiday planning notebook. This is with part of the grand plan is you make a notebook, and so I have all of that. So I am going to be organized. I'm ready, because I'm going to have out-of-town company, and well, we don't even know what we're doing for Thanksgiving, to tell you the truth. Everything's all up in the air. So I've got to start thinking right now and doing as much as I can, use my notebook, and doing as much as I can to make things go smoothly when the pressure heats up, if you know what I mean. So, but anyway, that's all I've got for today, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.